biggest factor, I'd say, with this Flame season. Just not consistent.
Conroy, it's time to cook. Get in the kitchen. It's time to start making some food.
Not just that he hits and is physical and has the name for that now, but he has a bit of a scoring touch.
Mackenzie Weegar is the best defenseman Calgary's had in a hot minute. If you're a Flames fan, like T-Dog and I am, we've been sitting here all offseason like, hey, why isn't Zary signed? Hey, why isn't Dustin Wolf signed? But guess what, boys? Both of them have been signed. I'm going to start this conversation off with Connor Zary, where he has been signed for 3 years at $3.775 per year. Damn, it looks like a good contract for the 23-year-old. Like he said before, he did have some injury-prone problems in the last 2 seasons, but still, spectacular player. Can't wait to see the production from this guy. T-Dog, what are your thoughts on the contract? Is it long enough, short enough, or just about right for you?
Well, one thing that I am excited for, and we'll get more into this with the other signings, but we're getting a forward group that's being sustained. You know who's going to be in your team or on your team for at least a couple of years. Zary at 3 years. Look, I would like a little more. Bridge deals are a little scary because of the past, right? A little bit of PTSD there. But the thing with Zary is 3 years, he puts up some good points, what we think he can be. That dollar value is a steal. Right? So we can look at him right now, 54 games last season, 27 points. It might not be too much, but you have to look overall with Zary, right? A lot of it was snake bitten last year, but the way that he plays with the puck, right? He can make plays. He has the ability to pass that puck, but have the shot as well. And so you take that into consideration of him only being 23 years of age. He'll be 26 by the time that contract's done. By all means, you could probably get for such a great deal. And the cap's going up too, right? So if you think about it, at that dollar value too, makes it even better.
Yeah.
I love Zary for a lot of it. You know, he reminds me a bit of Nazem Kadri when I see him live, just the way that he skates. He has, like, you know, he's a very swifty sort of player, like a Mangiapane as well. Has great puck handling abilities as well. So to me, it's just like, look, I'm just excited to him to finally pop off and really get the points of where we expect him to be. And I really do think so. So I'm glad that we got him signed. And I think for the dollar value of what we did is great. Would you like it for a little longer? Yes. But at the same time, though, too, you're probably not going to get that good of a dollar value if you're going to go for extended more amount of years. So I think it's a good signing overall. And I think Conroy's once again cooking that in that pot. He's making some good chili, and it's spicy. Spicy, baby.
Cooking. Oh, I love it.
go.
I love to hear it. I love to hear it. But honestly, I'm in the same boat as T-Dog here in the sense of, obviously, we would have wanted a longer contract with Zary. But you know what? This is, in a sense, still kind of a prove-it deal for him because, hey, you've shown glimpses and very good promise to your play, and you're a young player, so the injuries aren't such a worry right now. So we'll just give you the 3 years just to make sure you're the type of player we want to see in the next couple of years. When we first ranted about Zary not having a contract, I predicted the most I would give him is 3 for $5. $5 million seems like a stretch, but that was the most I was willing to give him, where I felt okay about it. So hearing that he got underneath 4 is kind of crazy to me. I'm not going to lie. But same time, not complaining. I love the signing of Connor Zary.
You know what else is exciting? And you can do the honors, bro. But this made me happy when I saw this. I was felt good. Felt pretty good.
Yeah, if you haven't heard already, Dustin Wolf has been signed to a 7-year extension for $7.5 million a year. Bonnie, what are you cooking up right now? Oh my God. Okay, first of all, 2 crazy signings coming out of Calgary where Dustin Wolf is now a Flame for 7 years. Zary is a Flame for 3 years. And now he's securing the freaking youngsters on this team, which we wanted all along. You gotta love what Connor Conroy's doing right now for this team. And also, there is a post I did see I just quickly want to pull up and talk about, because I looked at it, I'm like, holy crap, that's crazy. So shout out to Flames Nation for posting this. It is a tweet from Ryan Pike, and it's from, the post is September 9th, Dustin Wolf is the final goalie selected in the 2019 draft. he gets a 7-year extension worth 7.5. September 13th, Spencer Knight is also signed, and he was the first goalie selected from the 2019 draft. He had a 3-year extension worth 5.83 mil per year. And that's crazy when you think about it. From the first goalie selected to the last goalie's getting paid way more than the first, because I think Spencer Knight has had a couple of years of playing where he wasn't spectacular by any means, but he still showed a good performance. Compared to Dustin Wolf, in 1 year, he was almost Rookie of the Year and potentially a top 5 in voting for MVP of goalies that year for Vezina. And that's crazy to me that Dustin Wolf has shown that kind of level of playing style, and he's been doubted all his life just because of his size, and no one really took his athletic ability in net as a thing. So I love Wolfie. I love Wolf more and more. Each year I get to see this guy play. I've been tempted to put him on this jersey, bro. I've been tempted. Trust.
I don't blame you, man. I think there's some context too, though, with Spencer Knight. He had some personal issues too, so I think that affects it a little bit as well. So let's just say props. So props to Spencer Knight to getting his contract. For that, having some adversity and pushing through it. Like, that's super impressive. Knight's got a lot of potential. He really does. True. But we'll just kind of shift over to Wolf. And you're right, man. It's like a single season, and I think that's why a lot of fans of other teams are a little confused with this contract. It's funny. Like, I saw on comment sections all around, it was people saying absolute dime dollar value. It's like a fantastic. Others, it hasn't proved nothing. But one thing you have to say, though, in one season, save percentage is .910. The average NHL average save percentage was a .908, so he's above average. He was also above average goals against, which I think it was a .280 and he has a .264, something like that. But even before that kind of rough stretch at the end of the year, where, we once again went to the mucky middle and choked the playoff spot because, hey, welcome to Flames hockey.
We're used
hope
to
you
it.
Enjoy it.
Yep.
But, it was even lower than that, right? And so, look, he played 53 games. I could see Wolf, bar none that, he's going to, be healthy and keep whatever. I think we got another Kiprusoff on our hands where he could play a bunch of games and be fine with it. Now, you're not going to play. How many games? Let's see how many games.
At least 70 games a year, like a season, dude. We're not putting Wolf in for maybe 60, not 70. Jesus.
No, we're getting to a point in the we're getting to a point in the league though where you're gonna probably load manage a little bit, and I think goalies is a good example because it's such a demanding position, like you can't play. But look, I think you're not gonna play him 76. I can't believe in the 08-09 season he played 76 games.
Jesus Christ.
He played 76 games.
Jeez Louise. Kiprusoff was built different, mate.
This dude was doing it while he was smoking Lucky Strikes. Like, this guy was an absolute unit. Buddy was an absolute unit, hey? Like, anyways, you're not going to get that. But you're probably going to... I could see him that he could get high 50 game... play about high 50s to even 60 games plus in the regular season. Now, looking at that contract at its value, right, it's true. Like, what has he proved in the NHL? But let's take a look back everywhere else. What has he done in the AHL, the WHL, his junior career? He has always outperformed everyone, and he's won things. Want to talk about a hot take already? Heck, I see him as a Vezina candidate in the next 3 years. He wins it in year 4. That's what I think.
Oh,
I think he is, maybe even less. I think he is that good. He is seriously, this guy single-handedly as a rookie goalie was the reason why the Flames were even close to sniffing a playoff spot, right? Now, you put that, and look, he'll probably have a sophomore slump. That's probably inevitable. But how bad? Whatever. This team's getting better, too, so that, some things will mitigate. But, look, you have him for 7 years. Like, this is... look, we have the person to... Dude, think about it. That person that you see on the face of your team when you go to the games and you look at the banners or when you look at advertising, it's Dustin Wolf. We have that guy now. We have that guy.
Yes.
This is the Wolf era. So this is really cool, right? Getting this. And I'm so excited, man. 7 years of this. It's, man, such a treat. This is just great. I'm so hyped.
I really love the deal. When I go and see this guy live, he's one of the brightest things of the whole game. Making incredible saves, seeing his athletic ability in the net is crazy. Just all around play from this guy is crazy because, especially some of the games where the defense can't do their job right, he is bailing them out. And you love that. You really do. You really do love to see that from your goalie, where when your defense are slacking, you got a guy in net that can save you on that. Do you want that all the time? No, because eventually he's going to run out of gas, bro. But
I specifically remember watching, I think it was one of the games they played the Anaheim Ducks, and it was about maybe 20 minutes of play, where this team was defensively just looked so. I mean, look, credits to Anaheim. You got fast guys like Strome, Zegras, Zellweger, all of these guys, right? McTavish. You know what? You're gonna have to play a different style because of their speed and skill. But Wolf was the guy who kind of kept them in there for a couple minutes, and it's that's just an example of what kept happening. I also, and you probably agree with me on this, hey, you feel confident when he's in net in the sense when there's a 2-on-1, I used to get kind of nervous seeing other players other goalies. Markstrom was good, he's a great goalie, but there's a confidence with this kid, right? And it's that's an athlete right there, man. He doesn't get whatever under pressure, and it probably comes from him always being the underdog. Yeah, it's great, man. It's
beautiful.
Man,
I love
it's
the
actually
concept.
exciting. I'm excited for this season simply because it's just it's almost you kind of know, we kind of know where we are and what's now it's building on the foundation now, and I think that's going to be really exciting to see. Hey man, before you know it, new arena, and we'll get a playoff. We'll get a couple playoff games in the new arena. But you'll have to pay probably 20% more.
That's what T-Dog thinks. And then next year and the year after, the 16th overall pick, the Flames draft.
I just want Gavin McKenna. Yeah, you know what? Actually, scratch this. Everyone just don't play this year. Yeah.
Forfeit every game, sure.
No, man, it's exciting stuff. I can't wait for the season to start. Just all this conversation.
Oh, it's great time, man.
Really, man. Thank you, Conroy, for cooking. I feel, excuse me.
Thank you.
Probably just getting me.
Thank you.
Yeah, Conroy. I don't know. It's nice feeling a sense of positivity with the future of the team. I feel as a fan, it was always so weird because adding players, getting them away, not knowing, having uncertainty, trying to use the free agent market. But now you have some certainty. Exactly. I mean, I guess nothing's certain in life anyways, but you have some certainty in the sense that people are signed, and you know that you're going to get some sort of production out of these guys. I'm excited, man. Come on, let's get it.
I'm comfortable right now with how this team is. And speaking of this team, there is one more thing I do want to kind of discuss quickly before we switch off of Flames and enter more into the NHL World Talk. Prospect games have just been going on for the Calgary Flames. We won 6-5 the other day against Edmonton. I believe there is another prospect game to play. However, there is a certain player of our prospects I want to talk about, and his name is Samuel Hunzik. So, if you remember Hunzik from last season, he performed pretty well in the preseason to be able to get a lineup spot for the opening part of the season. Sadly, he went down with injuries, came back, and he was a little shaky. This offseason, he spent his offseason summer in Slovakia, and apparently rumors and speculation is he gained 15 pounds of muscle going into this season. They explained him. They explained to him as bigger, faster, and stronger. And from the performance I saw last preseason to going into this preseason, he could become a juggernaut. He could become a big guy on this team, which he would probably be like an Adam Klaka if with a stronger shot, a better skating ability, and still the hitting ability of Klapka, per se. So I'm super excited. I'm just throwing that out there. Super excited for this prospect. I can't wait to see what he does this season. Maybe he can get another lineup spot like last season, actually get some good production going on the lineup. I'm super excited for that guy.
Huge respect for him too, because to make that sort of improvement on your body in such a short amount of months means he grinded. Buddy
he knew what was up.
absolutely grinded. Buddy was probably eating like 5 cows a day, like 15 steaks a day, right? Drinking the egg yolk and stuff, and just hitting those weights. I'm actually curious what the training regime would be, actually, because if you're trying to get faster plus gain some muscle, there's different sort of modalities.
Protein, carbs, creatine. Protein, carbs.
No, I mean in the training regimen too.
Oh,
right?
training.
Like, that's probably what he was doing, right? Oh yeah, I'm taking some creatine to get a little bit more muscle mass. Right?
I bet you, buddy guy did not skip leg day at all.
No,
legs were first thing in the morning after the ice bath.
The cold plunge.
Cold plunge legs. Cold plunge legs.
No, actually, that's the regime, bro. It was just cold plunge. Pure cold plunge. You grow 15 pounds. You see Joe Rogan? That's why, bro. It's just cold plunge consistently. It's elk meat and cold plunge. That's all.
Oh my god.
No, I could see Hanzik being, keeps pushing himself, and he makes a team, and he can perform, to maintain on the NHL roster. I think he could be like a Sam Bennett situation if we take care of him.
If we
well
do
enough.
it right.
If we do it right. He'll find a different style of game that he plays, but hey, he might be able to do that. Bennett, right? Like, you see now how he can play in Florida. He takes a different style of game, but he still has that skillfulness that he kept with him from junior. So he still has that ability. And so, hey, maybe Hanzik's someone like that. That's exciting to me because you know what that shows too? Because of how good the prospect pool is and how Connor wants people to come be competitive, play for a spot. Not just the people in the prospect line that it's like, that Parake is gonna come in and he's gonna have an impact, right?
Correct.
But like all these guys, older guys like Sam Morton still have a chance, right? Battaglia, Adair Suneyev. Just so like even Cairns could even have a chance too. Like all these guys, like they're trying to be better, which means that they become better. They're gonna try and play for the team. Like, and it just means the team overall is gonna be more competitive.
Exactly.
Like this culture, and that's the thing. We have to respect Connor on this. The culture he's creating for this team is what you want. I think it could be championship caliber if you can keep that consistent. Look at Florida. They play no man left behind. Everyone's playing for each other, but like there's competition. You can tell that people want to fight, to be a part of that sort of culture and to be, in a position where like, hey, like I know my role, I can play it well, and I know that my role will help the whole community or whatever of this team to go forward. I think there's some winning caliber mentality here, and that's exciting, man. Because finally we have competency in the management.
I love it.
Like it's just thank you.
I think
also,
yeah.
Americans are signing here. Sorry,
yes, Americans are signing. That's a very good sign. Other than Americans leaving, Americans are signing here. That's a very good thing. I love to see that. I'm super excited because from the last 5 years of Flames hockey, going into the next 5 years of Flames hockey, I'm feeling more confident about it. Wow, I'm gonna make that a clip from 5 years from now and see if that's either a good thing or a really bad thing.
2030.
No, my hope now is the next 5 years of Flames hockey is potentially better than the last 5 years because it's been good, but it's also been kind of very rough parts of this for sure. So moving away from Flames hockey for a